मनोभीष्टम् अपितं येन भूतले स्वयं पदान्तिकं वन्देऽहं श्रीगुरुः श्रीयुतापदकमलं श्रीगुरून् वैष्णवांश्च श्रीरूपं साग्रजातां सहगना रघुनाथान्वितं तं सजीवं साद्वैतं सावधूतं परिजनासहितं कृष्णचैतन्यदेवं श्रीराधा कृष्णपादान् सहगना ललिता श्रीविशाखान्वितांश्च हे कृष्णा करुणा सिन्धो दीनबन्धो जगत्पते गोपेश गोपिकान्त राधाकान्त नमोऽस्तुते तप्तकाञ्चन गौराङ्गी राधे वृन्दावनेश्वरी वृषभानुसुते देवी प्रणमामि हरिप्रिये वाञ्छाकल्पतरुभ्यश्च कृपा सिन्धुभ्य एव च पतितानां पावनेभ्यो वैष्णवेभ्यो नमो नमः। श्रीकृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर श्रीवासदि गौरभक्तवृंद हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे 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 कृष्णा 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे 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 कृष्णा 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे। Hare Krishna. Am I audible at the back? I thank Mukaravinda Prabhu and Mataji for inviting me to their house for just like there is a Black Friday that's coming up where everybody is eager for heavy discounts. A Thanksgiving Day where everybody is eager to meet the family. Hopefully, that's the Thanksgiving purpose. For us, both Thanksgiving, heavy discounts on spiritual growth, on spiritual advancement, and also a time to reconnect to our spiritual family, Krishna, is this month of Kartik. And I think both come during almost same time, right? Black Friday is also coming up. I won't be there to buy anything. I'll be going back in 4-5 days. So Krishna, he says that Masana Marga Shirsho, that just like a place becomes special because of a great event that has occurred there. We all go to, when I was in New York, I went to this World Trade Center where there was this destruction. So they made the whole memorial there of all the people. Or the place where the Apple was invented, or the garage where Google started. So they become like a momentous places of great importance. And same way, the Supreme Lord Krishna, God, he appears in Vrindavan, which is, and because he appears in Vrindavan, that place has become a holy place, a purified place. Of course, it is said according to the scriptures that the place also is not material, because Krishna is transcendental. Even the place that he has to come also has to be transcendental. When the American president has to travel somewhere in any other country, before he goes, his car goes, all his servants go, and uh, so same way before Krishna comes, the place where he stays, he cannot, no. Even many of the mm, very multimillionaires, when they go to some location, if they are frequently going, they don't go and stay in hotels there. They have their own home. One home in Dubai, one home in London, one home in San Francisco, one home in New York. So Krishna, he sends the spiritual abode, the spiritual world into this realm, which is called as Vrindavan. And just like a space can become holy, water can become holy when it is touched, when it is used for bathing the Lord. Same way, the time also becomes holy, special, when that is empowered with that no energy. That can be done materially or in inauspicious ways also. 9/11 is a unholy day in America because the great destruction had happened that day. One of our brahmacharis, uh, somehow he booked his flight on 9/11. He was going to arrive on 9/11 here. I told him, Prabhuji, why are you going on that day there? Because you are going in a religious attire, and that day they have all these memories of 23 years back, what happened, and it's not a right day to go. There'll be more security, more attention. So the play time also becomes very surcharged uh, when Krishna empowers it, when Krishna appears. So Janmashtami, the day when Lord Krishna appears, and the month in which Bhagavad Gita was spoken, which is the month of December. Even here, because of Christmas, no, December becomes a holy month, and for us, uh, December becomes a holy month because the Bhagavad Gita was spoken. Therefore, in the Bhagavad Gita, Krishna says, "Among all the months, I am Margashirsha." I am the month that is usually December. So instead of no making that month as the most special month, which is already that for devotees, the month before Margashirsha, sorry, the month before Margashirsha becomes holy. Why? Because before Krishna is his supremely beloved no consort, which who is Sri Radha. God manifests in as the most no powerful, supremely no attractive, and also as the supremely no supreme source, one who's serving that Lord, and both as masculine form and also in feminine form. So Srimati Radha, who is God's no feminine counterpart. Sh- She prepares us in this month to properly enter into the month of Margashirsha. So this month is called as her month, Srimati Radharani's month. And Srimati Radharani's mother's name is Kirtida. So because her mother's name is Kirtida, just like Prita's son is Partha. Same way, Kirtida's daughter becomes Kartida. Kirtida's son, daughter becomes Kartida, and that became Kartika. So the name itself is Srimati Radharani's name, Kartik. So, and in this month, many of Krishna's very special pastimes have happened in this month. You may all know, have heard of Krishna lifting Govardhan. At the age of 7, there was a heavy rains in Vrindavan because of one of the devatas, one of these heavenly beings who are in charge of different departments of the universe. Krishna, they were all the Vrindavan Vasis, the residents, they were going to worship. And Krishna said, when I am here, the source of everything, why you have to go here and there? And also he wanted to teach that you have been given a position, don't think that you are the supreme. So then he gets angry, and then there was a torrential rain. It said that the rains that happen, which become the cause of universal devastation, the whole when the universe gets itself submerged in the waters, those clouds called as Samvartaka clouds were sent, and amidst this whole no chaotic, destructive situation, Krishna very calmly, peacefully, he lifted Govardhan and he called all the Vrajvasis, no, commander, commander this Govardhan, which is like an umbrella and a hold. Usually, in an umbrella, the cloth is light, right? And there is actually a stick. Here in Vrindavan, Govardhan, the Govardhan is a mountain. And Brajvasis were thinking that right now we are just under water and we are submerged. And but we will not die. Water falls on us, we will not die. But if we go under Govardhan, and if the rock falls on us, the mountain falls on us, but they didn't have such doubts. Because Krishna was giving that assurance, they happily, joyfully, they entered under that shade. I don't know if that photo is there in Govardhan. They're sitting under Govardhan. So this 11 miles long mountain, not 11 miles, maybe 8 miles. 8 miles long mountain, Krishna lifted with his little finger. And that pastime happens in this month. And of all the, and many more pastimes happen, but of all the beautiful, sweet pastimes, why does God, no? Prabhupada used to say, founder of our movement, that everyone says God is great, but people don't know how great is God and in what way is God great. Is God great as the creator of everything? Yes, he is. Is God great as the controller of everything? Yes, he is. But more and more you start to know him, they are not the ultimate greatness of God. Ultimate greatness of God is that he doesn't identify himself to be God, and he wants to reciprocate with his devotees, without any of those tags, without any of those. Sometimes when somebody becomes goes into a very high position, like say, if any of you uh, happen to be happen to become in the say next 5 years to be a CEO of Intel or say Microsoft, then that such a person cannot come and deal with his will with others in a normal way. It all becomes a big obstruction, because now he's reached a state he has to maintain certain decorum, and he can't go to any place that he wants. But Krishna, although he is God, he is the supreme, with his devotees who love him dearly, he doesn't carry the tag. Do you know who I am? How can you chastise me? How can you correct me? And he endears us not with his greatness, but with his sweetness. Great, achievements may often impress people. But what really attracts someone is the compassion, is the quality, is the concern and the qualities that the person has. Recently in India, one of the tycoons, business tycoons of Tata, owner of Tata, he passed away, Ratan Tata. And almost most of the things that are being spoken about is not that how much money he made, but the concern, the compassion, the way he dealt with people. And when people hear that, oh, this person is having so much, but he still he is concerned about somebody who doesn't have much, and is willing to extend a hand. Therefore, it said to be handsome means to able to give your hand to some. That's true hand. That's is truly handsome. That people are attracted to by your looks or by your pockets, but they are really wanting to be with you. So therefore, in there's a nice saying that says, yesterday I was sharing this, that time decides who you meet in your life. Your heart decides who you want in your life, but your behavior decides who will stay in your life. And Krishna's behavior, Krishna's God's activities, the way he interacts with his devotees, he doesn't boast his greatness. In fact, he becomes in front of his devotees as if he can't do much, and it is you are more important, you are more powerful than me. Therefore, it's said that a leader is not one who has power, but a leader is one who can empower, one who can actually make the other person feel valued, feel more uh, important. So Krishna in Vrindavan, he appears to attract all of our hearts that don't think that I am a controlling God. Usually in this world, when God is spoken, God is having a rod and is up there to see the moment you step in the wrong path, he is there to put, put. And then and sometimes people think that I didn't do anything wrong, then why did I get the rod? Why do bad things happen to good people? God is supposed to be having a rod for bad people, but it seems to be not. He has taken sides of the wrong person. That somebody who is bad is having a nice time, and somebody who's good is being abused or exploited. So often, God is seen to be a controller, the one who is controlling everything. But his true control is love. These devotees come under his control willingly because of the love that love he has for the others. And therefore, in this world, there is no greater force than love. Once you love someone, and that person can totally control you. So therefore, in this world, people fear whom should I love, because once I start to love, the person may actually exploit me. So in Vrindavan, Krishna is showing that how the love which is there, the purest of form of love, it is not about exploiting each other or enjoying each other. It is about serving each other. And Krishna's, although God is the source of everything, it is said that there is this nice little story that when Krishna came to protect one of his devotees called as Prahlad, so he killed this demoniac person called as Hiranyakashipu, and he protected his devotee Prahlad. And Prahlad was sitting on his lap. He's way, I don't know, it may be on the altar. Prahlad is sitting on his lap, and Krishna is, Lord Narasimhadev is nicely, gently rubbing his head. And that time, Prahlad was feeling such, shelter. Sometimes when you go to some mall, the kids are running around, little kids. But as long as they know parents are there. But in case they go into a wrong aisle and they suddenly see, where are my parents? Then they'll start to cry, because that confidence, that freedom they had, because they know my parents are there, those who are, or in say some place, when the kid is holding the hand, he is completely he feels sheltered. But the moment the hand is lost, the link is gone, and then somebody else is surrounding them, then he feels, where is my father? And so Prahlad, this devotee, because Krishna Narasimhadev was nicely sheltering him, he was feeling so much at peace. And we all need shelter. Shelter is security. We know, I was, before coming here, I was in New York a few weeks back. And when I was in New York, I just got the news that there is a huge hurricane that's coming to Florida. And just 2 days back, I was in Tampa. And the hurricane was in the ocean. And when I took the flight. So those devotees were telling me, Prabhuji, please pray, because when this hurricane comes, then we're totally helpless. So many times we have to just, vacate the state and go. Even most powerful nations cannot protect from when the forces of nature are powerful. So we feel sheltered when things are secure, like this roof is there. We know it's not going to fall. Sometimes in India there is this fans. You wonder when it will fall. So if you're sitting under such a fan, then you can't enjoy, you can't sleep properly. Or say you are under an umbrella in a rain, and the umbrella is leaking. You can't be peaceful, because we need shelter to feel peace. And when do we become very fearful? When there is no security, when there is no guarantee. So Prahlad was feeling totally sheltered under the hands of God. And that time, said Lord Narsimhadev, said that I am, I am being a parent. No, I am giving this comfort, and I'm feeling nice that Prahlad is feeling so sheltered. But I also want to experience this love of a mother, love of a father. And he looked at his source, and his source was a pillar. Nrsimhadev came from a pillar. Now the pillar is inanimate. God is everywhere, so he just appeared through the pillar. The pillar was not his mother. So it is said that it is at that time he thought, okay, let me also appear as if I am having a mother. And in the spiritual realm, although Krishna is a source, he has parents, he has friends. So his mother Yashoda, she was very concerned that my little boy is not eating at home. He is constantly going to different homes and stealing from their homes and eating. Now, how can God steal? Stealing means something is not yours and then you have to take it. But God owns everything. Once when one of the kings in India, uh, one minister came to him and he started to glorify him. O king, you are greater than God. So he said, why are you unnecessarily, what do you call, flattering me? How can anyone be greater than God? Explain, why are you saying this? So then this minister said, you can do something which God cannot do. What is that? You can ostracize someone, you can no exile someone from your country, but God cannot exile anyone from his country. Because God owns everything. Where will he exile you? So it's actually glorifying God, but in a way that the king is greater than God. So everything is owned by Krishna, owned by God. But he does this apparently stealing pastime because these devotees that were churning butter, they wanted Krishna to come and have that butter. And usually in homes, when mother makes something, she gives the children eat. But if say the child likes that item so much that at the dead of the night when parents are sleeping, he goes into the fridge or he climbs up the ladder and he opens the cupboard and he takes that sweet or that item and starts to eat. So the mother will be happy and also unhappy. Mother may be unhappy, hey, you are eating too much sweet. But mother will be happy, oh, my kid liked the laddu or the sweet so much that he is willing to steal and eat. Sometimes even when we serve out prasad, uh, when you go out for seconds and say, can I get this? So then that that person really liked. Sometimes when I go to someone's house and I appreciate prasad is very good, then they say, can I serve more? Then I say, no, prasad is good. No, but if prasad is so good, then you should be willing to take seconds. So sometimes I have to stop myself from appreciating, because then they say the proof that you have really appreciate means you have to take it once more. So if so usually it happens with gulab jamun or some sweet item. People go. Recently, I was at Portland and we were having somebody had brought this gulab. All know gulab jamuns. This sweet balls, brownish. So there's one person. He took 20. Uh, he of course he's not from India, so he has never eaten this gulab jamun. So first he took two. He liked them so much that he went and he took 20. And I was noticing it, but also didn't want to embarrass him. And then he didn't stop. After he finished them, he again went to take some more. And that's when I understood that when Prabhupada in the initial days, when he had started this bhakti uh, a storefront in New York, he used to keep these gulab jamuns at the exit. And if some devotee feels this is too much, waking up and chanting and doing this, and they thought, let me leave. And when they used to go, then their last vision was that these sweet balls, these gulab jamuns. They used to feel, how can I miss this? And they used to, okay, let me take last time before I go, let me eat. And they used to have two, three more. I say, where else will I get this? So then they used to continue staying. So Prabhupada used to call them as ISKCON bullets. Once you have, I don't know if gulab jamun is there or some other sweet is there today. Once you have them, then no, you are glued. So Mother Yashoda, she was seeing that Krishna is going to so many homes stealing, because the devotee wanted to see how much is Krishna's eagerness to taste our love. There have been occasions in ISKCON where these sweets they offer to Krishna, they're called as Mahaprasad. They store it, because if you keep it open, in long back when I was coming to, I was a student in Chicago, ISKCON temple. Whatever sweets were offered, because there are not many people, they used to keep it at the entrance, just like olden times, gulab jamun sweets. They used to keep it, and those were so delicious sweets. But just for that, many people used to come. Once one of my mentors, Gauranga Prabhu, had come, and he ate one of those sweets, and he got so tempted. He said, "Pura leke aao." So 5, 6 of them, I took it up, and then he started that too early in the morning, because they were so delicious. So this time when I went, said, Prabhu, that particular sweet doesn't even come out of the altar. The pujari only packs it up. So these sweets have to be protected, no? And in ISKCON there is lock and key system to protect the sweets. And the olden times I've heard people have used dynamites to blow up the locks just to take that Mahaprasad, just to have that. So, so to what extent you can go to have that shows your eagerness for that. So Krishna, so these gopis, they wanted to come and offer the butter to Krishna to eat, but that it will become very like a formal thing. So they wanted to see, we'll make butter for Krishna, but we'll keep it at home, we'll keep it in a hidden place, and we'll see, is Krishna really that eager for our love? We are eager, but at the same time we are shy that how can we just go and say, oh, I made this for you. Uh, Usually in love, we want the beloved to understand what we are doing for them. We don't want to go and tell them, you know, because I love you, I've done this, done this. We want the other person to understand, appreciate. Not that we parents, they never keep a list, right? This is all what we did for the children. Have you seen any book like that with any parents? What in love, what all we did? They don't keep. It is for the other person to understand what all they might have done. So it is because of that God, Krishna, he goes and steals, because the devotee is shy because they're thinking my love is not that great to be offered to Krishna. So, because no devotee feels that I am such a great person that Krishna can come and no, we can offer this to Krishna. But Krishna is eager where there is humility. When a person is humble, then that person's heart is soft like butter, and he wants to go and taste that sweet heart which is manifest in the form of butter. So one day, and more so, these gopis, these neighbors of Krishna in Vrindavan, they they made the butter for Krishna. They didn't go and offer it, give it at home, but they wanted Krishna to come and eat at their home. And even that they made it difficult by hanging it somewhere on the top, or hid it in some room, and and to see whether will Krishna find out where the butter, and no, eat it. And after all that, they used to make a big fuss about it, and apparently angry that Krishna stole our butter. Not boasting, oh, God is so eager for my love. Krishna is so eager for my love that he actually came. But as if they are complaining, they used to speak amongst each other that Krishna stole our butter, and we are unhappy. We are angry about it. Not unhappy, we are angry about it. He broke the pot, this, that. So it's nowadays this theme has also come into uh, say all these superhero movies. Most of the superheroes seem to be like a normal person, like the Superman or Spider-Man. He seems to be like a normal person moving around, and then suddenly when there is some kind of crisis, suddenly he manifests his superpowers. He lifts the no, he stops the Statue of Liberty from falling, or something, and then once everything happens, then he kind of becomes like normal, any normal citizen, and then roams around as if no, he doesn't have any superpowers. This originally is taken from God only, Krishna. Krishna at normal times, like no, naughty little kid who is not doing bad. As soon as there is a very big evil force that comes in, like Putana or all these Rakshasas, he manifests his supremeness without actually, in these movies, they start to become big, or their whole no attire changes. No, in India there's the joke that Superman means the inner wear becomes the outer wear. That's that's Superman. So they manifest all this and then they come back. But Krishna in Vrindavan, he doesn't change his form. Oh, now that I am a small little, no, not little kid, when this Rakshasa comes, then I have to become big and kill him and again become small. Krishna remains small. And as that small little 6 days old child, no, he uh, removes this demon called as Putana. Why? Because he doesn't want to disturb that sweetness. As soon as no someone starts to boast about their greatness, in that relationship, sweetness starts to disappear. Like when, say, two people are working, husband and wife are working, both may be having big, big posts in their office and hundreds of people under them. But when they come home, they are just no husband and wife. They're just two human beings who are sharing life together. At in that space, they can't say at office one at my back of a call, people start to work here. uh, you don't respect me. Don't expect respect at home. At home there is sweetness. You try to give that space to the other person and reciprocate. But so God doesn't carry this tag of being the controller in his home, Vrindavan. Yes, but if there is a trouble, then he will remove the trouble. So we all need that space where we can experience sweet relationships. Because at times, greatness is good to show to the world, but greatness can also become an impediment. Like some of you, when you go to India or wherever, no, your friends, no, if they start to see your, अरे ये तो यहाँ से आया, he's come from, then that sweetness of that friendship won't be the same. And if you yourself are having that tag, no, my friend should also worship me, then where will you get that human interactions? Of course, Krishna is not human; he is spiritual center of everything, but he wants to have this sweet reciprocation. So therefore, in Vrindavan, he is acting as if he is not God. And Prabhupada also says that God is not made by some powers that have come to him because of some meditation or this or that. What meditation can a 6-day old child do? So God is not made God. God is not a position to be achieved. God by definition is the source of everything. So we cannot become the source of everything. So therefore, but Krishna, his greatness is that he doesn't carry all this and he just relinquishes all this and he just interacts with his devotees as if he's totally controlled by them. First one is he's a controller, but he gives up that and he gives that whole control to the other person. We fear giving the control to others. That we want to be in charge of things. But Krishna loves to be controlled by his devotees because there is love. And like a mother may ask the child, what do you want me to make? And whatever the child tells, the mother makes. So, although mother is the controller, mother can decide what to do. But because of love, the mother lets the child decide what to do. So, in this way, in Vrindavan, Krishna relinquishes his mood of control, controlling everything, and he just wants to have that sweet rasa relationship with his devotees. So, his mother Yashoda, she is concerned that all the gopis are feeding Krishna. As a mother, when will I feed Krishna? Because and although the child is eating, Krishna also is used to eat at home. But almost all mothers think that you are not eating enough. Right? All mothers say that. You are not eating enough. You should eat more. So Krishna used to eat at home also, but Mother Yashoda used to feel because he is eating everywhere, here he is not eating properly. So therefore, on during this month, on the day of Diwali, which is going to come, I think November 2nd or 3rd, that day she decides that maybe because I am a queen of Vrindavan and I have many servants, and because servants are making all this sweets and butter and yogurt and ghee. And ghee is one of the main ingredients in food. When you cook anything, the quality of the ghee that is used actually becomes the main factor for the taste. And even now there are so many varieties of ghee. Some we don't know whether it is ghee or not. And no, there is one ghee in India which costs like 1 lakh rupees. There are different levels because that is made in some gold connected thing. Very costly, but very healthy. But usual typical, standard of ghee now it is like around, I don't know, in US dollars, 2000 rupees. How much? $30. So around $30 you can get 1 liter of proper pure ghee. Uh, So, and when you cook food in ghee, even a simple item will taste better, 10 times better. And I think Devendra Swami Maharaj, 1 or 2 months back, he gave a whole talk in ISV about, in Prabhupada's time, the food used to be cooked in ghee. Therefore, even a simple khichdi was so attractive, and people used to just get floored or gulab jamun or anything. And now that we have stopped, number of devotees that are becoming are also reduced. And I was hearing that class. I hear the classes in ISV quite regularly. So in that class, almost 45 minutes, he was speaking about ghee. Any of you were there in that class? So Mother Yashoda was also concerned. Maybe this no my maid servants, they're making this butter, and if butter is not of good quality, then ghee will also be of not good quality. And if ghee is not of good quality, then the dal and the sabji and the paratha, whatever is made, will also not be tasty. So therefore, let me make myself butter, because butter is the source of ghee. So that day she uh, decided, and she engaged all the other maidservants that you all do other works. I will focus on making ghee, making butter. And as she started to churn, it said that when you make uh, butter, uh, you have to churn that yogurt early in the morning. As the day proceeds, the heat of the sun doesn't allow the butter to be as sweet, as pure as it can be. So therefore, in the Brahma Muhurt, just before sunrise, that is the best time to churn butter. So she woke up really early, and in that time, and because Krishna was only 3 years old, she didn't wake him up. She let him sleep. Even now in Vrindavan, there are some temples which worship Krishna in the mode of being a small little child, and they have Mangalarti at 10 a.m. Good option for some. Those who can't go for 4:30 Mangalarti at Krishna Balram, they can go for 10 o'clock Mangalarti. So Mother Yashoda didn't wake up Krishna, that let the uh, kid sleep. And then, but when she was churning this butter, she was remembering Krishna's pastimes. She was remembering Krishna's pastimes, and she was also chanting Krishna's glories. So, with her body, she was engaged in serving Krishna. With her mind, she was recollecting Krishna, remembering his sweet face, his naughty pastimes, activities. And then, with her mouth, she was chanting. And as she was, uh, churning butter like this, God, Krishna was sleeping, became attracted. It said that the best way to attract Krishna is when you fully absorb yourself in serving Him with your body, remembering with your mind, and uh, glorifying with your words. We call this as BMW: body, mind, and words. So when you engage your BMW in Krishna, then Krishna comes running. There is another BMW in this world called as blaming, mourning, and wailing, constantly blaming, constantly being sad, constantly crying. This is not there, that is not there. So don't be in that BMW. Be in this BMW of engaging body, minds, and words in Krishna. And when a devotee, when a seeker, when a spiritualist is totally aligning his entire being to serve God, to please Him, then God gets attracted to come to him. There's a saying that our grand teacher used to say, Bhakti Thakur, do not try to see God, but try to serve God in such a way that God wants to see you. There's a similar thing that John F. Kennedy said in America. Do not ask what the nation is doing for you. Ask what you are doing for the nation. So when a prime minister is like a president is wanting to see us, we get all the permits immediately. But say we want to go and meet the president, we can't get the permits easily. So Mother Yashoda, as she was fully absorbed in chanting, remembering, and serving him, Krishna, who is sleeping, he got attracted, and he came running to where Mother Yashoda was, because it wasn't in another room. It was in the kitchen area where she was doing this task. And he came and he caught hold of the way in India, or the traditionally butter used to be churned, is that there is a earthen pot that is kept next to a pillar, and there is a wooden rod that is kept in this earthen pot, and then they tie a rope in such a formation that as you move your hands in this way, this rod goes uh, clockwise and anti-clockwise, and then that milk, that yogurt that is there, as it goes clockwise, anti-clockwise, anti-clockwise, then now you all know about this centripetal forces. So the butter, which is the lightest part, starts to come up, starts to get separated from the other heavy parts that are there. Lightest, no, the heaviest part come out, and buttermilk, which is the lightest, starts to stay inside. So the way to stop this entire activity, Krishna goes and catches this main rod. This nowadays most of us make in this grinders. So grinders, there is only one motion, clockwise. They just go anti-clockwise. I don't know how in America, but at least in India they go anti-clockwise. But it should go this way, this way, this way, this way. Then that is more natural. So Krishna came and caught that churning rod. Immediately she got, the whole activity got stopped, and she saw. And when she saw, she became very happy that my child has learnt, has become intelligent. He knows where to catch, so that my mother can become alert. because if he goes and catches the matka, that pot, her activity will not get disturbed. If he goes and touches her, then she may get alarmed. Now, what has suddenly come? If he goes and catches the rope is in such a motion, such that no, my hand can get cut. So he goes and catches the churning rod. So Mother Yashoda is thinking, my 3-year kid has become very intelligent. That he knows what is the center of gravity or main thing to catch. And then she also thought, not just intelligent, but he also has now strength to no, not let the rod move. Because when he caught that rod, and that too a butter rod, which is even more difficult to stop. It's all greasy. It's all oily, right? When anything oily, you can't easily get a grip on it. And that too, little children's hands are mostly greasy. If you see any little children, they are like very oily. Our hands become little dry up, but children's hands are usually very greasy. They're very, and Krishna is able to stop that. So she was glad that my kid has become now intelligent and strong. But she understood that he needs milk now, so he takes her, takes Krishna, and starts to feed. And when, as she's feeding Krishna her breast milk, she sees that nearby there is a pot of milk that is boiling over. She was in dilemma. Should I be concerned about feeding Krishna now, serving him now, or should I go and stop that milk, which is if it boils over, then Krishna will not have milk for tomorrow, or that milk will get not the chance to serve him. So she immediately keeps Krishna down, and she goes and runs and stops that, removes that butter, that pot of milk from that stove. And Krishna gets angry, so angry that he takes a small stone there and he breaks the pot. That pot what Mother Yashoda was doing. He breaks it and he runs away. And Krishna, why did he get angry on Mother Yashoda? Because she neglected to feed him milk, and she went to save some other milk. And he was or Acharya said that God in one of his forms, his residence is in an ocean of milk. It's called as Kshira Sagar. So Krishna is thinking, I gave up ocean of milk, and she is concerned about pot of milk. मैं सागर छोड़ के आया और ये मटके के पीछे पड़ी. But the main reason why Krishna became upset with Mother Yashoda is that she did it very abruptly. She didn't tell him what she is doing or take his permission or just inform him. And not following proper culture. There is a way to do things. So many times it is not what is done is upsetting people, the way it is done upsets people. It's not that okay that you pointed mistake or you said something, but the way you said it or when you said it or how you said it makes the matter into a case, into a big issue. So Krishna was not happy that why did Mother Yashoda just drop him here and run there. And she didn't even tell Krishna, I'll come back. Because he had just started to drink milk and he was tasting that milk so much that because that milk was the milk of devotion, our heart's devotion was coming out in form of that milk. And God is not hungry for some just some physical things. God is hungry for our love. And doesn't he get love? We are hungry because there is no one to love us, so we are hungry for love. Krishna has thousands and millions of people who are loving him in the spiritual world, serving him. But Krishna has made each of us in a special relationship that no one else has with him. So each living entity that Krishna has created is special for him. The mother, if she has three children, if two children are no loving him, loving her, and one children doesn't love, you'll think ye dono, these two are enough. No. With each child, the parent has a unique rich, special relationship. Same way, God being our father, he has a special relationship with each one of us, and we are not realizing that we are missing that relationship, which will give us true shelter. But Krishna, in spite of having everything, few of us who are not no who have come away from him, he is hankering for that love relationship, that love. So of course, Mother Yashoda always stays with Krishna. So that relation, that love that he can get from Mother Yashoda, he is hungry for that love, and is also hungry for each one of our love. And in this story, in this Damodar month, we see the glory of Mother Yashoda, that Krishna is so hungry for our love that he doesn't want to displease her, or he becomes afraid of her. That where there is love, there is also the fear that I should not displease the other person. So Krishna, he becomes so afraid that no, Mother Yashoda will now punish me. Because what does Krishna do? He goes to the other room. He takes another butter pot and he removes it, and then he goes outside and he is eating, and he is calling all the monkeys of Vrindavan and feeding them. And one of our ancient teachers say that in previous pastime, in previous avatar, Krishna came as Lord Rama, and as Lord Rama, he had engaged all these monkeys to build a bridge for him. So much struggle. So Krishna didn't forget that service that the monkeys did. So he told that in this avatar, I made all of you work, but I will, in the next avatar, I will work for you. I will feed you. In this they say that पिछले अवतार में सेवा लिया, इस अवतार में मेवा दिया. That I will give you all the sweets. I will feed you butter. That so God himself, Krishna himself, is taking out butter and giving to these monkeys to eat. And the monkeys are in great joy. And it said that Krishna is sitting in this asan, Sukhasan, and is feeding the monkeys, but he knows his mother may come anytime. So he's keeping an eye on the door. So mother comes and she sees Krishna is not there. He has escaped after breaking the pot. But she sees there was all the yogurt that had fallen there. No? So she sees butter footprints. She sees that Krishna is, and when she goes out, then she sees that Krishna has actually stolen a butter pot from her own house, and he feeding the monkeys. So in English they say they caught him red-handed, but in Vrindavan, mother caught him white-handed. Why red-handed? Because usually blood is there. The thief they call it red-handed. But Krishna caught Mother Yashoda. Mother Yashoda caught Krishna white-handed. That he is feeding, And then she comes to no, and she says that from where from where have you learned to make friends with monkeys? And calls him Bandar Bandhu, friend of the monkeys. And all the monkeys start to run away into the forest. And then Krishna also starts to run, not to the forest, but try to escape from her. And then Mother Ishwara, and what does Krishna think? That if I am inside the house or near the house, no, Mother Yashoda may actually catch me. So he goes into the place where a lot of people are there. Because sometimes, the kid is, of course, here we don't punish the kid only, but even if inside the house you may at least shout. But in a public place, you will not even do that. So Krishna, what did Krishna think? If I am alone, she may punish me. But let me go into the public. Because in the public, if she punishes me, she'll only be like, Kaisi maa hai tum? Like, what kind of mother you are? You are no beating. Someone will come and protect me. Someone will come and save me. Let me save. So he went into the public, into the courtyard where a lot of people were there. They were arranging things. And Mother Yashoda was determined. I am not worried about my name. That I want to be known as a good mother. I am worried about my child should be corrected. And if I don't correct at the right time, then things will go beyond control. Therefore, you say, a stitch in time saves 9. So Mother Yashoda thought, I have to teach him a lesson that he should not steal. And if he steals, he will get punishment. So, although she may get, said that you are too harsh on your child or whatever, she also runs into the public. And then this whole scene that Krishna is running with his white hands, butter hands, and Yashoda is running with a stick. And everybody stops all their activity. Hey, there is a nice drama happening here. And everybody starts to see this sweet scene of Krishna is running, Mother Yashoda is running after him. And then finally, she catches him. And she says, and she needs to make the butter. She needs to, there is whole day schedule is there. She can't keep running after them because already a lot of time had passed away. He says, the only way if I leave you, you may either run to the forest with your monkey friends or you may make some mischief. So let me tie you like a calf, like a cow and calf are caught, tied. Let me tie you in the courtyard. And she tries to tie. And this is where supreme mysterious thing happens, that God is not able to be tied. She takes a rope and every day she dresses Krishna and she knows what is her baby's waist size. But she is not able to tie. So she's thinking overnight his waistline increased. We are all worried about our waistlines, right? And our clothes keep getting shorter and we are worried. How can I make 2 inches too short? Little shorter my waistline. So she was wondering that how did Krishna's waistline increase? And when she is looking from far, it appears to be this much. No, this much only, Krishna's waist. But when she is going to tie it, it's appeared that the rope is not reaching the other side. And she is something happening to the rope? The rope is contracting. Mysteriously, no matter how big a rope she is bringing, the moment the rope is coming around Krishna, you take like this and when you try to bring, the rope has contracted. When you remove it out, the rope is long. When you put it around God, it has contracted. Mysterious. So she added more rope, but it's not just. And And says God cannot be captured till he agrees to be captured. एवं संदर्शिताय हरिणा वृत्यवश्यता स्ववशेनापि. That till he agrees through our activities, through our great penances, meditation, prayers, only when he is pleased, when he, and so therefore, when she's struggling hard to bind Krishna, it said that Drishtva Parishram Krishna. Krishna sees how much Mother Yashoda is eager to bind me, and she's sweating. So seeing that intense endeavor of Mother Yashoda, Krishna thinks I should not trouble my mother so much. Let me agree to be bound up. So she binds Krishna. Otherwise, every rope was becoming 2 inches too short. And I'll end with this, that our uh, great teachers say that this is a lesson that Krishna is teaching, that in order to able to capture God, capture God's attention, and get His grace, get His mercy, we need two things. One is our endeavor, another is His will or His grace. We have to put our endeavor to chant His holy names, our endeavor to purify our hearts should be there, but don't expect it to be a mechanical thing. I've been chanting, I've been doing this. It's not a mechanical thing. Because relationship is not mechanical. I'm cooking for you, so you should be happy with me. It's a relationship. So when Krishna is merciful, seeing our attitude, then he agrees to be bound. So science and is trying to capture God through their intellectual capacity. But until there is devotion, God doesn't agree to be captured. So therefore, every few years there is a newer and newer theories about how the reality, how the universe has come, all the in-depth theories come, but nobody is able to fully understand reality, because God and His creation cannot be captured without having a genuine intention to serve Him. Now we are wanting to understand because we want to exploit nature. But when we want to serve the purpose for which He has given, then He gives the access. So that's one lesson that we can learn. And this, and to add, so therefore, this whole month we celebrate Krishna, God being conquered by love, because that's the only hope we have. We cannot conquer God by our powers, our knowledge. The only hope is bhakti, the power of love. So this whole month is, we celebrate the power of devotion, bhakti, love, and request all of you to every day offer a lamp to Krishna, because that lamp is our aspiration. Fire is a unique element in this world that never goes down. Even if you put it down, it will always go up. So our aspiration to reach God, whether our life is going upside or downside, should always be, and we are offering that aspiration, that we want to come to you through that offering of that love, that lamp. So now we'll sing Damodar Ashtakam, and you all please one by one, as our Mukaravind Prabhu arranges, each of your lamp, please go and offer to the deities there. Okay, any one question we can take? Yes. And as I said, the to understand God, to know to know how to connect to Him, we have the scriptures, the Bhagavad Gita, the Bhagavatam. So this book that I wrote is a helpful tool for those who want to understand Gita without much of Sanskrit or much of, sometimes the language or the jargon becomes difficult. So this is an attempt. So those of you who want to read or understand the Gita can look at this copy later. We'll sing the Damodar Ashtakam now. Everyone has? Namameeshwaram Sachidanandarupam Lasat Kundalam Gokule Brajamanam Namamishwaram Sachi Anandarupam Lasat Kundalam Gokule Brajamanam Yashodabeyo lokaladavamanam paramrishtamatanta todutagopya Rudantamoho netra yugmamrijantam karamboja yugmena satanka netram Mohoshvasakam patre kakakanta Stita graivam damodaram bhakti badam Iti driksva lila berananda kunde Swagosham nimajantam akypayantam Tadiyeshitagesho bhaktarittatvam Puna prematasam shatavriti vande Param deva moksham na mokshavadim va na chanyam reneham varishadapeha Idam teva purnata gopala balam sada bimanasya virastam kimanye. Idam te mokam bojam atyanta nilair vritam kuntalai snigdha raktasya gopya. Mohoschumbhitam bimbarakta me Rastam alam lakshalabhe. Namo Deva Damodarananta Vishnu Prasida Prabho Dukkha Jalabdi Magnam. Kripa drishti vrishtyati dinam batano Griha nisha mamagya me dakshidisha. Kuviratmajo baddha mute vayadva Tvaya mochito bhakti bhajokito cha. Tata prema bhaktim Gayacha Namo Kshegraho me sthida modareha. Namaste Sudamne Suradipti Damne Tvadiyorarayata Vishwasya Damne. Namo Radhikaya Tvadiya Priyaya Namo Nanta Leelaya Devaya Tobhyam. Namo Radhikaya Tvadiya Priyaya Namo Nanta Leelaya Devaya Tobhyam. Namamishwaram Satchidanandarupam Lasat Kundalam Gokule Brajamanam. Hare Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare Jayo Radha Damodar Radha Damodar Radha Damodar Radhe Radhe Jayo Yashoda Damodar Yashoda Damodar Yashoda Damodar Yashoda Damodar Damodar Yashoda Jayo Gaura Nitai Ranitai Gaura Nitai Jayo Gaura Nitai Jayo Jayo Prabhupada श्री राधा दामोदर भगवान की यशोदा दामोदर की श्रील प्रभुपाद की कार्तिक मास की ताई गौर प्रेमानंदे
Hare Krishna, thank you so much, His Grace Braj Mohan Prabhu, for such a wonderful and enlightening talk. Prabhu took us to the Damodar Leela, where Mother Yashoda is trying to bind, and such a nice meditation, especially in this month of Kartik. And we are very grateful to Prabhu for taking us to that wonderful meditation and sharing such a nice wisdom along the way, along the journey. So let's give a big round of applause and Hari Bol to our Prabhu. Also for taking us to the Damodar Ashtakam is one of the very nice bhajan. We sing whole month. every night this bhajan for meditating on this pastime. So it's a translation you can read. Due to time shortage, we are not currently, but they say in the link there is a translation also. It's very beautiful meditation on the Lord Damodar's pastime. Also, I'd like to thank all of you for coming on this Friday evening. As Prabhu was saying, is one of the best month to do any spiritual activity, especially in this Kartik month. So we are so happy that we all can together do some Hari Katha, Kirtan, offering lamp to the Lord Damodar is such a auspicious thing. So so wish you all a very happy Kartik, and this is second day, and then we have more 28 days. So all of you can do this offering lamp in your home as well.
You don't need to cook dinner in your home. Just attend every day different programs of Karthik.
So thank you so much, Prabhu, and thank you to everyone. And the next part is we'll have the dinner for serving in the garage. I'd like to acknowledge all the volunteers, Dhara, Mrinali, and Mrani Mataji and Anand Gopika Devi for the cooking for all of us today here. So that's and all the other volunteers for helping in various ways for offering lamps and. Those who are not offered the lamps, please can offer. We are just going to close the altar um, and also the Prabhu has shown the books. So if anyone want to have the books, you can approach me and can have that book copy. It's very nominal price, $10. So next part will be also we'll have the sing the prashadam prayers, and yeah, we are serving the prashadam, and someone want to volunteer there, they can help. And also all the devotees who brought Ashraya, thanks for bringing the students, helping them. And also our dear Praveen Prabhu, because of whom we could have this live broadcast. So let's give a big round of applause to Praveen Prabhu for excellently setting up the audio system and live broadcast. So all of us, even those who are not joining here, can take part. And thanks to our all online audience who joined us over the internet. Hare Krishna. So let's sing the Prashadam prayers, and we can wrap down this in bit. Sarira Vidya.